He went out of his way to make things happen. He worked with John and the rest of his staff to make my husband a happy person, make me a happy person, and to take his pain away. I think that's going to give him many more years of happiness. I met Dr. Deuk about 2 months ago when I couldn't get our insurance company to work with us. I had spoke with John Stewart, and I had told him I was having a difficult time, that I needed to talk to Dr. Deuk to find out what could be done, what else could be done, how can we get this taken care of, because Bob was in such pain and not sleeping. I was afraid of his health. With everything that's going on, with the lack of sleep, the kind of work he does, and the activities, you never knew what was going to happen. It could have caused more heart damage, with the pain and everything else. But I explained to him what I would do. He said, we will work with you, but we looked at the MRI. The fusion is not an option for him due to the extent of what he has. If he had fusion, he could not bend over. I don't recommend it. This is a fix now. He may have to get another section done later on, but I guarantee that his pain will be taken away and he will feel like a new person. And I said, well, what can I do? And he explained to me how I could work with my insurance company and speak to them and see if we could get this taken care of. I fought a very strong battle, worked with John Stewart, and we're in the process of getting that taken care of. But Dr. Deuk, when I spoke with him for the first time and explained to him what was going on and what was happening, he handed me his business card and wrote his personal cell phone number on the back of the card.
That was the amazing thing.
And said, you call me if you need anything. For a doctor to do that, they care. He went out of his way to make things happen. He worked with John and the rest of his staff to make my husband a happy person, make me a happy person, and to take his pain away. I think that's going to give him many more years of happiness.
He was, very much involved. Again, it amazed me.
He cared.
Here's my cell phone number. If you need me to talk to anybody, or you need an answer, whatever it is, here's a number. Call me if you need me. Through this process, and that meant a lot. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to her. It meant a lot to me. Again, it just goes all back to the entire feel you have when you're in that office. The feeling that everybody cares, everybody's concerned, and there's an air of confidence that they got this, and they're gonna fix you, and they know it, and they'll just get on the right treatment for you, and they're gonna fix it. It was
quite amazing.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Unfortunate that you have to have the pain to get in there, but the fix, the process was couldn't have been much any better.
No.
I've been recommending Dr. Deuk left and right. I've made photocopies of his card that he gave to Darlene for people.
Not his cell phone number, just the front of his card.
But it's amazing how many people complain about back pain and this and that. And I said, you can't go anywhere else. I mean, this was the most amazing experience. Even back from the beginning when we were on Dr. Patel's side, going through the initial stages, because their first instinct is not to cut your back open. They said, well, let's see.
Well, they don't want to fill you with nuts
the
and bolts
least
either.
invasive way. Let's see, what works best for you. And they didn't automatically go to the
Surgery.
extreme, which I appreciated. But when, over the years, I've been there for about 3 years, 4 years, maybe even a little longer from the initial time. But like I said, and it got bad, and they had the means and the facilities and to fix it. So they took me from back all the way through to the extreme, which I'll consider the actual surgery an extreme. I recommend them extremely highly. Again, all the time, first on my list.
Well, he sure does make you feel like you're part of it, and makes you understand the confidence I felt when they took him in. I knew that I put him in the best hands.
It was also the speed. I mean, I'll go back to the first time I saw Dr. Patel, and he says, well, here, all right, it's not come back in a month and we'll check this out. Let's get rid of this pain, and they move quickly. You're in pain, and it feels good to know somebody is that concerned and moves quick. I mean, again, even with this, as soon as Dr. Deuk got involved, how fast it moved still amazes me. That it this wasn't a months long process to finally get it, you get to the end point. So yeah, highly recommend.